Not all home electric chargers are the same. Some are better than others. As with everything, like with cars, and pretty much everything in life, there are always options. Well, out of several home electric chargers that I've had the chance to try that have been sent to me for evaluation, this one, honestly, is the best home electric charger. So I'm going to tell you about it. What sets it apart? How is it going to help you save? And what about people who are concerned about electricity consumption or expenses at home when they have a home charger and still use public charging stations? Well, you're going to be very interested in watching this video. One of the advantages of this home electric charger is that you can take advantage of solar energy, and that's something important. But I'll explain that to you later. Before I tell you about all that and all the advantages it has, let's see how it arrives at your house, because here you already see it professionally installed. Everything looks nice, but I want to quickly show you the process, how you receive it at home. This is how the box arrives at your house. Let's take a look inside at the contents to see what we can expect. Well, here we have what looks like some reference stickers. You should stick this on the side after you've done the proper installation. You should stick one of these stickers on as a reference. And over here, what else is included? It has the packing list, which means the list of accessories you need, the tools. In other words, what's included, like the screws and bolts. All of that comes here, and also the instruction manual. And here, of course, is the ElecQ unit, also nicely packed just as it should be, with its cable. And there you have it. That's how it arrives at your home. Installing this charger is fairly simple. I recommend, as I did, bringing in a qualified electrician in person. Here are the pictures. I like to play around with electrical stuff, although it does come with instructions, so you can do it step by step. But when you're going to deal with the fuse box, I prefer that a qualified person does it, and that's my recommendation. A qualified electrician who takes care of making those connections. And now, let's move on to the interesting part of this homemade ElecQ 50 amp charger. Not only does it charge quickly, but it's also a smart homemade charger. It connects via Bluetooth through an app where you can schedule the charging time. Why does this matter? Well, because electricity doesn't cost the same at all hours. For example, at dawn, it's usually cheaper because there's less overall consumption. This is an important topic, and that's why it's a discussion. What are the advantages of the ElecQ charger? You can set it to start charging at 2 or 3 a.m. the next day. You have a fully charged car without spending extra money on electricity consumption. Earlier, I mentioned solar panels. How could you benefit from them? Well, if you have solar panels at home, now that many people are already integrating panels, they're installing solar panels in their homes. You can also take advantage of the energy during the day, and in this way charge your vehicle with 100% solar electricity. All of this is controlled from the app. Wonderful. Regarding charging speed, the good news is it's 50 amps. This is fast charging at a residential level. And I make the distinction of fast charging at a residential level because, of course, there are public fast charging stations that can charge a vehicle in 25 or 30 minutes, or sometimes even less, up to 80%. Well, those aren't available at a residential level. This would be your highest capacity fast charger for residential use. Now, many people wonder if it's worth installing a level 2 charger at home instead of using a level 1 charger. Well, this is where it's not just about charging speed, but also about safety. Safety when charging at home. Yes, because a level 2 charger like this one, the ElecQ has systems that protect your car and also protect your home. For example, it has 8 precision sensors and an infrared sensor that continuously monitor the internal temperature. That's something internal. Well, if it detects that it's getting too hot, it automatically lowers the power until everything is safe again. And then it goes back to charging at full speed. This is going to prevent problems like fires or malfunctions that have happened with cheaper chargers. In fact, if you go to sites like Amazon, where they sell cheaper chargers, you'll see complaints in the reviews, in people's comments, complaints about issues they've had with the temperature in those chargers. So it's not just about charging faster, but also about peace of mind. And that's what ElecQ gives you. Now, there are a lot of chargers out there, but why should you buy the ElecQ? Because they have details like these? Look, it comes with 2 cards. Let me show you. 2 radio frequency identification cards. This is so you and your partner, for example, can each have your own card, and no one else can use your charging station. I mean, you charge your car outside. Well, you can be at ease because no one is going to tap into your electricity. I mean, No one is going to steal it from you because you need this. It has an identifier, so only you or whoever has the card can use it. Another important thing is the size of the ElecQ charger, because that extra size is due to the advanced cooling system it has, the casing. It might be a bit bigger than others because it allows heat to dissipate better, preventing the internal components from burning out over time. And as a fun fact, every extra 10 degrees of heat. Can it? This design is more robust, which makes it last longer and charge more safely. The cable is also very long, as I show you in these images. You can leave the charger inside the garage and reach the entry or connection point of your electric car without any problem. Also, the charger has an IP65 certification, 3D car power, 360. You said the video wouldn't be too technical, but now it is. What does this mean? Let me explain. It resists rain, simply put. It also resists dust. You can leave it installed outside. I chose to install mine in my garage, but some people have it outside, the ElecQ. And they really don't have any problems because it's resistant to water and weather conditions. Now we're going to do a real-time test with the vehicle I have, which is a Hyundai Ioniq 6, which is an awesome car. I really like it a lot. For those who don't like electric cars, take a look at this Ioniq 6 because it's really beautiful and very functional. I think it's better than Tesla, and I'll discuss that in another video. Well, and here we're already connecting it to this Ioniq 6, and I've already set it up, it's connected, and in a few seconds it starts charging. There you have the light on, everything works effortlessly. Actually, the app shows me the progress in real time, which is another advantage it has. Now, one difference I noticed is that you don't need to have Wi-Fi to control it. Everything works through the Bluetooth system, that's good. So even if you don't have good internet in the garage, this still works perfectly. I have good internet here, but what if you didn't? Some are more isolated, like cocheras, garages in Mexico. This feature can be very useful for you. And here's a little educational segment, because many people wonder what's the difference between a 16, 32, and 50 amp charger. 16 amps charges slowly, suitable if you rarely use your electric car. 32 amps offers decent charging. We'd say one night is enough to have it ready by the next morning. 50 amps, we're already talking about fast charging. Perfect if you have a larger vehicle, for example. A pickup like the Ford Lightning, for example. Like the Cybertruck, like the electric Silverado. Or an SUV like the Kia electric vehicle. 9. These are vehicles that you can charge. Or you can take advantage of the fast charging that the ElecQ gives you if you simply want to charge more in less time. What if you have a Mustang Mach-E, which many argue shouldn't be called a Mustang? That's a debate for another video. Or you have a Tesla Model Y or a Hyundai Ioniq 6 like this one. Well, this charger gets the most out of it and charges it, but pretty fast. Now a question for you, especially for electric vehicle owners. Well, electric vehicle owners are the ones who will answer it. Because I know that this type of video, obviously a home electric charger, well, not everyone is interested in it. So I'm talking to electric vehicle owners, or those who are considering buying an electric vehicle. The question is, do you prefer to charge your electric car during the day or while you sleep? Do you think in the future we'll all have chargers like this at home? Let me know in the comments because, of course, it's about freeing ourselves from dependence on public electric charging stations. All right, I want to know your opinion. Let me know in the comments. I'll be honest with you. I had realized that I was spending mostly on the charger. Let's say the one I had or have, let's say, because I haven't gotten rid of it. I started charging at home without scheduling times, and when you charge at noon, for example, that causes your electricity bill to be affected. My electric bill should go down with this charger, ElecQ, because when you switch to this type of charging, which they call smart charging, that should be noticeable. And in the long run, you'll notice it and be grateful for it. Everything comes in the box: screws, wall mount, access cards, and more. Did I already show you the unboxing? But anyway, it's good to point it out. And the connector design is well thought out. It even has a base where it fits perfectly. I hadn't seen that before. If we can see the one I have here, to hang the connector, I had to install it on the wall. Aside from that hook you see here, They made this one in a smart way. That's why the ElecQ is a charger that thought things through a bit more brilliantly and has placed the hook itself. Or the connector for the charging gun extension on the same charger base is good. But what charging time can you expect? Well, as a 50 amp level 2 home charger, that will depend on the type of battery you have. With a 40 kilowatt hour battery, an electric vehicle takes under 4 hours, 3.5 to almost 4 hours, but with 80 kilowatt hours, it takes longer. It could be around 7 or 8 hours, so it's going to depend on the type of vehicle you have. How much heat can it handle? Like I said, it's really hot here in Florida. Summer temperatures exceed 100 degrees, but let's use Celsius. If you have it outside, even without being installed outside, you can rest assured because it keeps working. Up to 50 degrees Celsius if you're charging a vehicle. But simply when it's outside, not charging, not working, it can withstand up to 85 degrees. I mean, that's really hot. And as for cold temperatures, down to minus 40 degrees Celsius, so you don't need to worry about the temperature. And speaking of that temperature issue, for example, with this charger I have, it's a charger that I have installed, let's say, right here next to me. This connector gets really hot. It's scary. I mean, when the device is charging a vehicle, when the charger is running, you touch this and it's boiling. So it's a big difference compared to the heat dissipation system that the ElecQ charger offers you. If you want more control over your charging, I have good news. It's an important announcement from the company ElecQ because very soon, around the month of May, ElecQ is going to launch a power monitor that you can connect to this charger, so you'll be able to see exactly how much energy you're using with each charge, control your expenses, and optimize the charging of your electric vehicle at home. So stay tuned, because as soon as it comes out and if the people at ElecQ want, I'll bring you a full review as well. In summary, well, easy installation is number 2, fast charging is number 3, and total control from your phone through the app is number 4. It's safe and resistant to weather, humidity, and water, and it's compatible with almost all electric vehicles. And you can take advantage of solar panels if you have solar panels installed at home. So there are several advantages that make it, in my experience, what I can tell you about the ElecQ, the best home electric charger. And yes, I totally recommend it. If you're looking for a practical and long-lasting solution to charge your electric vehicle at home, this ElecQ charger is worth every penny. I'll leave the purchase link in the description, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And about anything else. From what I know about the product itself, I'll answer you. And if not, I'll refer you to the website. In fact, in the description, on that page where the purchase link is, you have all the manufacturer's information, and always the manufacturer's information. This will exceed anything I can say. It's just my take on my experience, so I appreciate you watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. A lot of people watch the videos but don't subscribe. Today we're discussing a charger, which is important information. I have test drives, I have launches, I have fun facts, I have rankings, like the top 10, the worst 5. Well, by brands, vehicles that stir up a lot of controversy. Take a look at them, because you're really going to like them a lot. Leave a like, it doesn't cost you anything, and turn on the notification bell because that's important so you don't miss any updates. Because more product tests and accessories are coming soon, without much delay or unnecessary talk. I get straight to the point and share my thoughts. See you in the next video. Big hug.